total.
Well, the last time you two met, the Yaks had won it. You've got a really good opening pair in terms of your bowlers. What are you expecting in terms of a par score and picking up those early wickets?
Yeah, it was a different game. Now today is a different, and I hope we will do good in this game.
And you've had a day off? You got up to anything? Any team building? Any rest?
We have a couple of practice sessions, and yeah, good time. Good. We had a dinner, team dinner. That's it.
And are there any changes to your side?
Yeah, 2 changes. Sarad is in, Deepak is out, and Basil is out, and Luke is in.
Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Sampa, you haven't won the toss. Had you, what would you have done?
Bat first, obviously, because wicket looks good, so I love to bat on.
And what do you think's par score on this surface?
Obviously 160 plus is good wicket. I think good target on the board. So after that we have a good bowler as well. So yeah, 160.
And you're favouring your chances. You won the last time you played the Rhinos. Is there a level of confidence knowing that you've beaten them before?
Yeah, it's already, it's a new day, new matches. So we have to, start from zero. So yeah, we are very positive about it.
And are there any changes to your side?
Yeah, we have a 1 change. Babar Bhai rest and Jay Kishan is in.
Thank you so much and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
But there you have it. It's the Rhinos who've won the toss and they're going to be having a bowl first.
Well, never shy of confidence, is he, Sampal Kami? I'm just not sure if he's telling the truth or not. That's what I have to say, because I think he would have liked to have had a bowl first. As we predicted, Jay Kishan Khalsawala, fresh off a plane, he's straight into the team. Rit Gautam, he holds on to his spot. I'm going to be really interested to see the use of Gulshan Jah. Surely he's got to bat a little up the order. And also for the Rhinos, 2 changes for them. Basil Hamid and Deepak Bahara miss out. Jared Vasakar, the experience, back in. But it's not Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton HD, it's Luke Benkenstein.
Yeah, Luke Benkenstein will come in one of the games he actually opened the batting. I don't foresee that today. I think he'll come in the middle order. They'll use him for his leg spin. I continue to believe that actually leg spin hasn't been that effective on these pitches here during the NPL, but maybe he'll come good with his batting. Look, I think the Yaks, we heard Sampal at the toss say he thinks 160. They haven't got to 150 in the whole tournament yet. They're going to have to bat very well, because I believe they're on the wrong end of the toss as well.
Yeah, he's so charismatic. It's incredible. Before we get upstairs, I've been asking HD every morning who he thinks is going to win, but today I'm going to ask you both games. I want to ask you the winners of the morning game and the afternoon, please.
I'm going to go for the Bolts to win the afternoon game. The morning game, I think you're going to agree with me. I'm going to go with the Rhinos.
Yeah, I'm sticking with you with the Chitwan Rhinos, but I'm disagreeing this afternoon. I think it's going to be the Sooner Prashim Royals to get it done. It's all time for the live action. Let's get up to Manali Patel, who's joined by Darren Box Office Goff.
Thank you so much, Lenny. There we go. It's the big eliminator. It's the Chitwan Rhinos taking on the Karnali Yaks. And at the toss, it was the Rhinos who won the toss. They're going to have a bowl first. And it's going to be an exciting contest here. The spectators are in numbers, the batters are coming out, and it's all to play for here at the Nepal Premier League.
Well, I'm so excited. The Chitwan Rhino versus Karnali Yaks played a thriller in the group stages. It was a big toss of the coin. The Rhinos were the benefactors and get to choose, and they're going to have a go with their 2 left-arm seamers probably opening up, and hopefully can find a little bit of seam movement against the Yaks' brittle batting without Shikhar Dhawan in their side, who's still the top run scorer, even though he only played in 4 of the matches. Can they get some runs on the board and give him a chance of winning the eliminator?
Coffee, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, the other 2 gentlemen have told us who they're thinking going to take this one home. Where are you standing with this one?
Well, look, I'm even. I like both teams. I think the Yaks have done really well to get into the playoffs, but I'm sorry, but I've gone for the orange and black. I do like this colour, and also, I'm an ambassador of Care for Wild, which is a rhino conservation, so I've got to go with the Chitwan Rhinos for now.
So then by default that means I've got to go for the Yaks. As we see it's Jay Kishan Khalsawala. He is in from Baroda. He hasn't played for the Yaks yet. And this is an interesting move to bring in a new player for an eliminator who hasn't had a chance to take a look at these pitches. And he's got to start things off with the bat.
Well, like I said, I think they've missed Shikhar Dhawan was such a big player, big personality in your side, and you're looking for ways. They've struggled with a bat, so they need someone to come in and try and get him off to a good start, and they've gone straight with him. Straight at the top, Kolaswala. He's a left-hander as well. So there we go, and we're just about ready for this big game. The Eliminator, Rhinos versus the Yaks.
Let's play, says the umpire, and we're all set for the Eliminator. It's a great start, as expected from Regent Akal. Holding to left-hander to start things off.
Yeah, done really well, hasn't he? Dakal been really impressive with the new ball in hand. Not come back so well at the death overs, the back end of the innings, but I'll tell you what, with the new ball in hand, him and Tanvir have been superb for the Rhinos, help get them in a position. And it's been interesting, we've talked about spin, haven't we, especially left-arm spin throughout this tournament. But the seamers have been effective. If you look at the top wicket takers in the tournament, it's dominated by seam, really.
This one's into the leg side, and it's a one-bounce four. If you start a tournament off, that's how you want to start things off. Jay Kishan starts well.
Wow, there's no having a look, is there? Second ball. There he goes, look at that little flick of the wrist, head still. Beautiful technique, and he's watched it all the way to the boundary. Beautiful strike. And as I said, the pitch looks a little bit drier than normal. It's had a couple of days to recover, what, 3 or 4 days since they were last used, and it looks a belter of a pitch. The ground staff have done a terrific job.
That's a change-up, big appeal, finger stays down.
Good comeback from Dakal. One thing you've got to do in this form of the game is got to remember the next ball is the one that counts, and that is a fantastic delivery. Light swing into the left-hander, but the right decision from the umpire going down.
Sampal Kami at the toss said he's expecting about 160. What's your take on par score on the surface?
Well, I've always, what I like to do is always just go under what you think, because if you get too greedy, you can end up falling well short. So what I would be looking at now, if I were the Yaks, like I said, they've struggled to get some runs on the board, haven't they? I would be looking around that 160 mark. I really would. But here we go, look at the pitch. Recovered well, the ground staff have done an excellent job. Pitch 6, and there it is. Not as damp and cold as it normally is. We've had a beautiful morning here this morning. T-shirt weather here in Nepal.
It's Sohail Tanvir, and this is going to be the first wicket. The man is an absolute legend. First delivery into the attack, and that's the end of Rit Gautam.
Well, as we've said, if there's anything in the pitch, this man will find it. Sohail Tanvir, been around a long time, celebrated his 40th birthday just the other day, and look at that, drifting across the right-hander, Rit Gautam, and he finds the edge. A good catch by the keeper, diving to his right, and there's the breakthrough the Rhinos wanted. Well happy, a celebration, and unfortunately for Gautam, he goes first ball duck, and the Yaks 6 for 1.
Well, it seems that the opening pair woes continue for the Yaks. This is the eliminator. This is where they needed to get things right. And Zishan Maqsood comes up the order today.
Well, you know, I thought he played well the other day, Zishan Maqsood. I think another experienced campaigner. Only got 59 runs in the tournament so far, but I thought he played really well. He played a big part for the Yaks just 24 hours ago. But Tanvir, the experience, can it count?
A 30 off 35 in the last game. for Zishan Maksud, but they've really experimented with this batting lineup, and for me, I still feel like the likes of Dev Kanal and Gulshan Jah just a bit too low in the order. It's Sohail Tanvir, he's picked up his first wicket, a best of 5 for 21. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that this man cannot do with the ball.
Yeah, he's been around a long time, plenty of experience, and I think sometimes when you're struggling with getting runs on the board, and let's say the loss of Shikhar Dhawan, they're still trying to find that formula and what order is the best for them to use and try and get a score on the board.
Worked into the leg side. Now Zishan Maksud's not the quickest between the wickets, and that to me may be a bit of a cause for concern.
And here's the wicket. Tanvir pulls off that wrong foot. Can be difficult to face if you've not faced him before. Beautiful catch from Ruwal behind the stumps, going to his right, low as well. Beautiful technique. One to watch if you're a coach out there. The technique of the keeper there, diving to his right. It's a good start from the Rhinos. Tanvir 1 for 1 after just 3 deliveries. Experienced campaigner.
That one go through.
So we're on pitch 6, as you can see. It's pretty central, pretty even the whole way around. East 65, west 64, south 63 and north 64 metres. Pretty central.
Slapped. It's going over the infield this time. Don't think it's going to make it to the boundary. He hasn't middled it. Oh, this one might be a bit tighter than we thought.
Yeah, didn't quite get hold of it.
He went around to get to that delivery, or that ball.
It looks like he sliced it off the bat, didn't he? And there we go. The boundary check is on. I think... Oh, I think he might have just saved it. Good in the end. We'll have a boundary check. Umpires are just having a look. I think he's okay. Just well fielded in the end.
Our TV umpire Durganath Svedi into the action early, as he's got to make a quick boundary check call on this. Looks like he's okay. Looks like there's nothing touching the rope when he's clearing the ball. And he doesn't actually end up touching the Toblerone until after he's released the ball.
Yeah, but again, good technique in the outfield. Ravi Bapara helping him out to pick the ball up and throw it in.
It's a swing and a miss, and it's a dot to end the second. The Yaks are 9 for 1.
सुजल डेयरी को उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस। आफूलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस्।
Himstar for a complete home.
Cricket. Obviously the first season from the Nepal Premier League, been well supported throughout. People have come in their numbers, enjoyed themselves, danced, sang and found a team to support.
Buffy, I know you've mentioned a few times you want to try and be explosive in these first 6 overs, the power play overs, the field's in. You've got to deal with Dakal, Tanvir, and now we're going to see the first change with the bowling. It's Sharad Veswarkar who's going to come in with the ball. The first bit of spin.
Interesting.
Bit too short. It's going to be pulled away for a single. What do you reckon they should be aiming for here in the first 6 overs? And I'm really surprised that they've taken both of the pacers off this early.
Well, I'm really surprised. Dakar just went for 6 in the first over. Let's just give the batsman Kosawala a little bit of praise. He played a wonderful shot to get him over the top, but it's a strange move going with the off spin. There's obviously 2 left-handers that brought an off spinner into the attack.
Watch it, boy!
Giving it a bit of air this time, Shard.
Get going there, get going!
I mean, yeah, you're right. He hit that one stroke right out of the middle, picked up an early boundary, but he hasn't looked as convincing since. Rashid Riaz, our on-field umpire.
Watch it, watch! Good one, get it done!
And along with him, we have Sanjay Gurung, our 2 on-field umpires for this morning. Not afraid to toss it up, and that nearly.
Good finish,
and our TV umpire early into the action today, Durganath Subedi.
The relaxed one, always sat up there, overseeing play. TV umpire until he gets called into the action.
Watch!
Should look to pick up a. Oh, they picked up a single, looking for that second.